Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's almost 10 o'clock on February the 10th, 2023, although it felt more like April 24th because we did have record warmth today. And as I was saying, I had a feeling we were going to overperform today. Sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So looking at here, we've had a lot of sites tie or break their records today. Central Park tied their record at 61. JFK set a new record at 60 degrees for a high. LaGuardia tied their 60-degree record. Bridgeport set a new record at 62 degrees. Believe it or not, the warm spots were on Long Island. Newark, 61. That's not a record. But Islip was a new record high at 62. It beat the old record of 55. Groton, 64. Groton, Connecticut, 64 degrees. That's incredible. Farmingdale, 61. The rest of these aren't records. I can't believe that's not a record at Groton. That's quite warm. So, yeah, just very warm day today. It was nice and sunny, except for some high clouds off to the south, but very, very warm today. Breezy, a nice day for April. Yes, it was a nice day. I'm not going to lie, but this is not normal for the middle of February. That's the bottom line. As beautiful as it looked today, this is not normal weather. Not normal weather at all. You can see the cirrus that was skirting us off to the south. And I was out there. I enjoyed a little bit of it. I was taking a look at some pine. I did see a few pines today this afternoon. And you can see the cirrus clouds there on the southern horizon. Let's a look at it there. If you know what this is, you should know where that is. I shouldn't have to tell you. It's Babylon, right? And then this evening, you could see some more mid-level clouds here by the water here in Rockville Center on the horizon. And now we have plenty of these mid-level clouds around. But we should have a mostly sunny day tomorrow. We should. We'll have to look at the models again. So let's go take a look at what we got going on out here. And we are way, way above normal. In fact, before I even go to that, let's go to the climate report at Islip. And so daily climate report, 62 record, beat the old record of 56. And that record was set just last year. Does that say something or what? So the average, the average temperature today was 55. The normal value is 32. So look at how much above normal we were at Islip, folks. 23 degrees above normal. That is insane. 23 degrees above normal. That is an insane amount of just insane. That's crazy. 23 degrees above normal for the day. That's absolutely insane. And you can see here, looking at our precipitation, we're actually running a little dry. So between this and the lack of snow we're having, it could be a very active wildfire season, which actually is good for the pine barrens because they're designed to cope with that. But that's incredible there. That's incredible. Now, we know we're running well above normal for the month of February. We'll go look at the preliminary monthly data for Islip, and we'll see we're running well above normal. Let's see. Our average now, let's see. We got to be above normal now with the average temperature. Yeah, we're above normal. We're already a half degree above normal, so we're going to go be way above that. When we look at, I'm not going to go too much into the long range, but we're only going to have a few days of. Actually, tomorrow may still be above normal with the temperature. So, yeah, absolutely crazy. So, getting back to what's going on outside right now, we're still above. I mean, we're still very warm. 46 degrees. That northwest wind isn't doing anything to get the temperatures down so far. You can see overcast conditions at Islip. 46 degrees when the high is supposed to be around 41 or 42. Excuse me, but that's been happening a lot lately because I have allergies because we're getting springtime weather in February. So you can see temperatures generally were in the 60s for a good part of the afternoon, dropping only into the 50s as we got toward after 4 o'clock. Very warm conditions. You can see mostly sunny skies for the most part. Again, just a few of those high clouds passing in mostly the southern half of the sky. But for the most part, plenty of sunshine today. And now we can see the overcast clouds. This is the colder air that's going to start to work into the air, I think, tonight. But, yeah, very warm day today across the area. And you can see everybody is in the mid-40s. A little bit cooler in Jersey, oddly enough. So, yeah, let's go to those high temperatures for the day. And We'll see what they were across the area. So you can see 60s all across Long Island, 60s in New Jersey. Everybody's pretty much similar temperatures because, again, that westerly wind kept, no sea breezes, no ocean effect. But look at you go into New England here, 66 degrees in places like Plymouth. That's probably a record right there. Even in New England, I mean, just incredible warmth today because of that downsloping effect that we had. Downsloping effect, and this air is it's basically just air that's moved across the whole country from the Pacific. There's no connection to Canada or anywhere cold for that matter. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think about it. So, looking at the models right now, you can see high pressure. There's your stall front. High pressure is in control, and we will see some colder air build into the region tomorrow. You can see that storm forming over the southeast there, over the south, really. Like Florida Panhandle, that storm. There's the high. That's, again, going to keep us dry for at least, and I think it'll keep us dry for a good part of Sunday. Once that high moves away, that'll allow this system to come a little closer and brush our area with rain Sunday night into Monday. There's pretty much an agreement on all the models with this. You can see there is that system there. We can look at the icon as well with this system as well. And I think you can see pretty much an agreement on this with the track of this system. So let's go a little closer into our area, and I'm just going to cover the weekend here. So incredible warmth today. What can I tell you? Record day. So let's go to the HRRR to start first. 0Z run of the HRRR, and you can see there are a couple of showers. This might be like a little bit of a front coming through tonight. Like I call the front because it will drop the temperatures. All right, but other than that, no precipitation. And this is as far as we got out on the HRRR. But you can see going into Sunday night, we're still dry. The rain is skirting the southern part of New Jersey. There's that low right there. That will be, and if you're in the mountains in the higher elevations of the Mid-Atlantic, you might see a little heavy, wet snow from that. But let's go to the dew points now, and dew points and wind flow, and you'll see here the difference here as we head into midnight. You'll see it finally drops. The winds pick up a little more from versus a westerly direction, more of a northwesterly direction, which brings in the colder air for tomorrow. And that will also suppress the cloudiness and hopefully give us a mostly sunny day. And as we go into tomorrow night, you see the winds die off and then become southwesterly. And then you see they become southeasterly and southerly. There's a system off to the south. That's as far as we got on the HRRR. But you'll see that we have that high pressure under control. So here are your temperatures. And again, we're in the 40s. We will drop probably to the mid-30s. Maybe even to the freezing mark by morning. We'll see how fast it cools off. And as far as tomorrow goes, still going to have highs in the mid-40s. So still going to be a little bit above normal, but not like we saw today. And then tomorrow night, if we stay clear, I think we'll have some high clouds moving in, but that may not be enough to keep the lid on some radiational cooling. So lows will get below freezing, and perhaps quite a bit down into the low 20s, perhaps in the colder spots, especially in the Pine Barrens. And look at Sunday. Here we are back near 50 degrees, if not above, once again. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy, this warmth that we have going on. And if we want to go a little bit beyond that onto the GFS, look at our dew points and wind flow. Here's the GFS. Again, northwest winds. You'll see on Sunday, eventually the winds will become easterly. And there's that storm system going off to the south. And this is going to be an interesting little low that's going to form. And we'll have to see how intense it gets. We'll have to see if it gains any tropical characteristics or not. But you can see it skirt by off to the south. But keeps the winds from the north Monday. And then here we are for Tuesday, northwest winds. I don't really want to go beyond that. But Tuesday is Valentine's Day, obviously. So let's go to the temperatures. The air temperatures, and again, you'll see things will warm up as we get towards Sunday, and then Monday, 50s, and then look at this. Tuesday, still upper 40s to around 50, very mild, very warm conditions. No sign of winter in the near term or the long term, for that matter. So at least until we see something sustained from the models, because it's trying to hint at something, but anyway, this is the GFS, the 18Z GFS. You see it pushes those clouds off to the south tomorrow, so we should have a mostly sunny day. and then the clouds come back on a Sunday, overcast, and then Monday we'll have to deal with probably clouds giving way to sun, and then hopefully Tuesday could be our next mostly sunny day, but it will be warm, above normal. So let's look at a few other models here with the skies. Go to the RGM here. It's the 18Z run of the RGM. You can see those clouds getting pushed to the south. So those clouds tonight that we're dealing with seem to be being underestimated by the RGM. They seem a little more than that, but they will dissipate by morning. Those high clouds from the storm get pushed to the south, and we won't see them until probably later in the afternoon or the evening, according to the RGM. And you see as you get into Sunday, here come the clouds coming back into the picture. But we still have heavily filtered sunshine, perhaps. It won't become overcast until later in the afternoon. And then for Monday, we deal with the clouds in the morning, eventually giving way to sun, especially if you're further west. You'll be having some sun as that storm moves east. So let's go take a look at another model, the NAM for the skies. We can look at that. There's the NAM for the skies. So we'll show you the NAM. And you can see, again, those clouds getting pushed to the south. This NAM's a little more accurate, I think. You'll see those clouds start to... Now, if you're in Jersey, probably southern half, you'll just see more of those high clouds. You may not completely get rid of them. But anywhere north of, say, Ocean County should be fine. And then we'll have those high clouds come back in later on. But other than that, I think tomorrow should be a nice sunny day. And feeling a little more like February, but still above normal. And then this moves into Monday, and you can see. So let's go look at the NAM as far as the precipitation goes. So we covered the skies. We're going to go back to the precipitation from this storm here. Here's the NAM. And the NAM brings it a little closer and brings some of the light rain in, and maybe even some of the moderate rain in later Sunday night into Monday. It has a little more of a northerly track. So we still have biases here, but I think much of Sunday should be dry. For your Super Bowl Sunday, of course, should be dry. So it should be dry, though, again, further south, you'll have that rain threat more likely at this point. We're going to look at the icon model, or the zeros. I don't really have enough of that in yet. So, but anyway, that's what it looks like right now. So I guess that's going to wrap up the weather update. I think I'll take tomorrow night. Tomorrow we'll not do a weather update. There's nothing remarkable going to be happening tomorrow. So Sunday will be the next weather update. And, have a great, if you're watching the Super Bowl, well, I guess the weather doesn't really affect you that much because you're going to be watching it inside. Though where they have the Super Bowl, I guess it could affect it. I don't know. I think they have a climate control. I don't know. I'm not huge on sports, so I'm sorry. Forgive me if I'm giving you incorrect information on that. But anyway, that's pretty much what it looks like now. I mean, let's go to the other icon model here. Let's go to the European model here. We can look at the European model. That's fine. Show you the European model. Again, the European model keeps us dry as well. And again, most of the models keep this off to the south, so the NAM is pushing it a little further north. I don't think it's going to be that far north because it's a pretty flat flow here. And I think we get skirted, and we may even stay dry, which, again, now we're kind of in a dry pattern. And we're getting all that rain, and it was getting annoying. Now, all of a sudden, we haven't gotten much rain lately. So that is, I guess, going to be it for this weather update. So have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.